session, and I will always do readings with 11 other writers now because I love this big crowd that's come. Laura, you are wonderful. This is an amazing thing that she's done, and I was there at the birth of this at the espresso book machine in Powell's, and it came just down the chute and was hot to the touch. It's just amazing. But thank you, and if I don't get published with this agent, could you publish me? I'm going to read the first chapter of my middle grade novel. It's called Shakespeare on the Lam. And there's, as in Liz's work, there's no swearing and no sex. Shakespeare on the Lam, Chapter 1. A ghost lurked in his house. Jared Hearn was sure of it. A ghost who prowled the hallways, muttered in strange voices, cackled. Sometimes the ghost flitted around the dinner table. Sometimes it sneaked into the family room when Jared was watching TV, coming so close he could feel its eyes fastening on the back of his neck as it readied itself to pounce. Nobody else seemed to notice. That was the weirdest thing. Mom, Dad, his older sister Athena, all of them slurped their soup, or yawned on the couch, or yacked on their cell phones without even a furtive glance or a frightened tremor, while Jared could practically feel the thing poking him in the ribs, like right now, at 5:30 on a dark, rainy Oregon morning. The ghost was once again on the move. The chills running down Jared's spine proved it. He shivered as a spatter of rain hit his bedroom window. Taking a deep breath, he switched on Dad's camcorder. If he got this ghost on camera, he'd be famous. He'd be on TV, all over the internet. Kids at school would high-five when he walked past. One final check of his equipment. The strap of his bicycle helmet pinched his chin. His swim goggles were vacuum tight. Whoa, epic eyeball bulge. No way would the ghost be able to yank out his hair or poke out his eyes. He was ready for action. Stealthily, he cracked open the door. The tray of flour he positioned in the hallway showed no sign of footprints. His skateboard, the object he'd chosen to catch the ghost's interest in case the ghost was another sixth grader like him, hadn't moved. Jared sniffed the air. His best friend, Zach, the only person he'd told about the phantom, had advised him to try to detect olfactory paranormal phenomena, because ghosts sometimes left a scent. But all Jared could pick up was the smell of last night's pepperoni pizza, rather than some dead old lady's dusty rose petals. He stood still for a moment, wondering where the ghost lurked. Then he heard it, moaning, or at least muttering, coming from the bathroom. A woman's voice. It's too low for Mom's. Anyway, what would Mom be doing in the kids' bathroom? Didn't sound like Athena either. It sounded weird. Sort of like someone talking in an Australian accent. Holding his breath, Jared tiptoed closer. The ghost said something. It sounded like blind words. Huh? Mutter mumbled. Was that Beetle Black? Well, at least the spook spoke English. The ghost mumbled again. Something, something fairies. The camcorder shook in Jared's hand. Some evil Australian fairy with a thing for worms and beetles had taken over the bathroom. But were fairies necessarily evil? Perhaps this one was good. Kind of a fairy godmother. She might even grant Jared a couple of wishes. Jared turned the handle on the bathroom door and threw it open. A tall woman with blazing red hair was peering at herself in the mirror. She spun around, her green silk dress swirling. And then she screamed so loudly that Jared's hands flew to his ears. The camcorder crashed to the tiled floor. The woman flung herself at the door and slammed it in Jared's face. Jared yelped, his heart thundering in his chest. The next thing he knew, Dad, in his pajamas, sprinted into the hallway. "No!" Jared shouted. Too late. Dad skidded onto the skateboard and took off, his arms going like windmills. "Bend your knees, Dad!" Crash! Right into the wall. Ouch. Jared grimaced and took a step toward Dad's twisted arms and legs. But now Mom was in the hallway, hurrying toward the flower. Woof! White mess all over the carpet. "Dominic!" Mom yelled, tracking Flower down the hall as she rushed to Dad's side. Good thing she was a nurse, Jared thought, watching her kneel and check Dad's vital signs. Dad was groaning, which was a good sign. At least he was alive. But now Mom's blazing eyes were turned on Jared. "What on earth is going on? Why did you scream? Why are you dressed like that? What is all this about? Your dad could have been very badly injured." Jared shuffled his feet, not meeting her eyes. "Wasn't me screaming. There's a woman in the bathroom." "A woman?" Mom looked mystified. Dad raised his head, moaned, and lay back again. "Yeah, a tall woman with red hair. I heard her, she was talking." Somehow he wasn't quite ready to admit to the ghost thing. "Not another one of your stories, Jared." Mom got to her feet and strode to the bathroom door. Her loud rap of a knock echoed around the house. "Anybody in there?" The door creaked wide open. Jared couldn't believe it. The person standing there with an empty bathroom behind her wasn't wearing a fancy green dress. She wasn't incredibly tall. She didn't have red hair. The person standing there in her fluffy pink bathrobe, her hair its usual peanut butter brown, was his older sister, Athena. The end. And now I'd like to introduce Kristen Forbes, whose